Okay, good morning. This is a very powerful leg day. It's a day that you're probably going to hate me if you do this workout. You're going to need either a mat or a towel because the first move that we do today will require you actually getting out on your knees. You can do this workout weighted or you can do it not weighted. It's entirely up to you. I will be using weights today. We are going to do 10 moves and then take a break and then repeat those 10 moves. And of course we'll have little breaks in between each move because when you're working large muscle groups like your legs, you can't just power through them like we did with our arm workout. So go ahead and get set up and get your weights. And while you're doing all that, I'm going to walk through the first move. Okay, I am using 12.5 pounds. We'll see how I do with that. Our first move is what's called there's actually several names for it. What I know it to be called is a suicide. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna rack your weights on your shoulders, and then you're going to get into a squat position and you're gonna drop down and come back up. So we do 10 total, 5 per side. So we'll start out with the right leg dropping first, and then we'll go into the left leg. So 10 per side. And this is the one that you need the towel or the mat for. You want to make sure that you can control yourself going down. And so if getting into a squat position and dropping to your knee is something that you need to use your hands for, by all means do not put weights in your hands. I do not want you hitting your knee on the ground and doing damage. So, all right, here we go. Weights up, and let's get started. We're gonna drop into that squat, and 1. When you come back up, you don't stand up. You stay in the squat. 2, 3, 4. Try to keep your back as straight as you can, and use your legs, just your legs, to stand up. All right, now onto the left leg. 1. Ooh, that one's harder for me. 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Okay, set your weights down. Take a little break. Those are hard. I hate them so much. Make sure you have water close by. Okay. Our next move, while you catch your breath, is a Bulgarian squat. And I don't have my bench up here yet, so I'm going to show you a modified version of that squat. You're going to step back, and we're doing 10 each side for these. You're going to step back, keep that toe off the ground. It's kind of like a lunge, but not quite, and here's why. You're going to lunge down and lift your leg up. Lunge down, leg up. That kind of works the booty too. So we're going to start with that right leg back, 10 on that side, and then we'll switch over to the left leg. All right, get into position, keeping that front leg bent as close to a 90-degree angle as you can. And we go in 3, 2, and down, and up, and down. 2, 3, 5, halfway. 2 more, and 10. All right, drop your weights. With it, between every move, we're gonna take little tiny breaks. I'm gonna turn this way for the left leg. All right, pick your weights up. Use your legs to do so. I know, sounds crazy, huh? All right, into position, and we're gonna go in 3, 2, and down, and up. That's halfway. Try to squeeze your butt when you lift your leg. 2 more. And 10. All right. Bend your knees and drop your weights. Take that little break. So typically with a Bulgarian squat, you have your leg propped on something. Oh, pants are torn. You have your leg propped up on something, and you're squatting with your leg in the air constantly. But if you don't have that ability, what we just did will work fine. All right, our next move is a side lunge. Again, weighted or not, your choice. We're not doing any other compound moves. We're just doing the lunge. And we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Sit back on your heel. That's 1. Each side is 1, and then 2. You're gonna sit back as far as you can on that heel. This is 5. You're halfway there. 6. 'I need a wider mat. Last 2 and 10. Bend your knees and drop your weights. Get water if you need it. I decided to do this workout in 2 big blocks because I just felt like we should just get it done. Oh, I didn't do a warm up. I'll have to add that. Okay. All right, the next move is squats. Grab your weights. And we go in 3, 2, and squat. You can rack your weights on your shoulders too, if that feels better. 3, 4. Halfway. Last one coming right now. Make sure you squeeze that butt at the top and drop your weights. You have to move, little kitty. You have to move. Thank you. All right, our next move is a curtsy lunge. You have a choice of no weights, 1 weight, or 2 weights. If you use no weights, obviously, you'll just have no weights in your hand. If you use 1 weight, you want to put it in, I do it every time, in the leg with your stable, isolated leg. Oh my gosh. You want to put it in the hand next to your isolated leg. And then you'll step back. And of course, if you use 2 weights, use 2 weights. We have 10 on each side. And we go in 3, 2, and back. You don't want your knee to touch the ground, but you definitely want to get it as close as you can. 2, 3, 4. Halfway. Last one. Keep your weights in your hands. We're just gonna go to the next leg. 3, 2, and go. Whew. That leg did not want to go. Make sure your weights, if you are using weights, are kind of wrapping your front leg. That's 5. 2 more. And 10. Okay. Now bend your knees and drop your weights. Our next move is a sumo squat. You can use 1 heavy weight, 2 lighter weights combined, or of course no weights at all. You can place your weights on the top of your thighs, or hold them in between your thighs, or hold them like a goblet squat and hold your weight up under your neck if you're using 1 weight. All right, grab your weights. All right, wide position, feet turned out, and we go in 3, 2, and squeeze those inner thighs and your butt when you're coming up. Halfway. More. And 10. Drop your weight. Okay. Moving through these moves for sure. You're halfway. Our next move is a back lunge. Again, you can use no weights. You can use 1 weight. And you can use 2 weights. If you choose to use 1 weight, hold the weight in the hand as you're stabilized isolated leg and not the leg on the side of your body that's moving. And if you choose to use 2 weights, then you want that weight, you want those weights to wrap your front leg when you go drop down. We are going to lunge our right leg back first. So we go in 3, 2, 1. You want your legs to be as close to 90 degrees on both legs as possible, but keep your back as straight as you can. Do not lean forward. Halfway. The left leg. We go in 3, 2, and lunge. Woo. Balance. That's halfway. And 10. Okay. Drop your weight. We did back lunges. The next move is a forward lunge. So it's all working quads. It just works different sections of the quad. Catch breath. Water if you need it. But sip your water. Okay. Your front lunge is done. Okay. Same principle. We're going to start with the right leg. This time we're stepping forward. This is what it looks like. And you'll feel the difference pushing off from the front versus the back. So we're going to go right leg first in 3, 2, and 1. 1. 2, 3, 4. Halfway. Two more. And last one. Keep your weights in your hand. We go right to that left leg in 3, 2, and step. Make sure you are pushing off with that left leg. You do not want to use the right leg to push off. It is merely stabilizing you and holding you in place. That's 5. But you will feel it in your right leg, in that quad. 2 more. 9 and 10. All right. Drop your weights. Whew. Our next move is a deadlift. Feel free to go open weight if you want. Deadlifts, you can usually lift pretty heavy. It works the hamstrings and that part where your butt sags, which all the ladies want to work on, I'm sure. Myself included. Whoopsie. So I shall be going up in weight as well and cleaning up my mess. Oh, for goodness sake. I declare. Okay. All right. So for the deadlifts, I went up to 17.5 pounds. Deadlifts look like this. You want your feet narrow You want to push your booty back, but keep your back straight because you want to use your hamstrings and your butt to lift yourself back up. This is what it looks like. You push down, back straight, you stop mid-calf, and then you use your legs and your butt to power back up. You want to move faster than that when you're coming up, but you want to drop down slowly. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Down slow, and then power up. Squeeze your butt at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're feeling anything in your back, you're either using too much weight or you're arching your back. 2 more. And 10. So try not to arch your back. Our final move in this block is a calf raise. So you want to keep your weights in your hand and you want to raise your calves up and hold them tight. We go in 3, 2, 1. Up, down. 2, 3, 4. Come up on your toes as high as you can without losing your balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now we're going to round 2. You're going to go back to those suicides, lighten your weight. So, there's 5 on each side. You're going to start with the right leg. Back your weights on top of your shoulders. Get into that squat position. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Right leg down. Do not come out of the squat. Move at your pace. 3, 4, and 5. All right, switching to your left leg. Oh wait, oh my God, it's going. Okay, left leg now. 1. Oh my gosh. 2, 3, 4. 1 more, and 5. Come out of it. Oh. Stand up. Bend your knees to drop your weight. Oh. Those are my least favorite leg move. Catch your breath. Whew. Okay. Next we have that Bulgarian squat modified. Okay. All right. So we start with our right leg back. Remember what it looks like. Back. And you drop your weight down, your knee down, and then come up on your heel. Bringing that back leg off the ground just for a second. But control it. Don't let that leg slam back down on the ground. All right. If you can't do it with weights, drop your weight. We go in 3, 2, and down. Down. 3, 10 each side. Halfway. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, switch legs. Let's get them finished. Leg back. And we go in 3, 2, and 2, 3, 4, halfway. Ooh, I'm losing my balance. 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Okay. Now go. All right. Next is that side lunge. Remember, if you're only using one weight, well, you really kind of can't use just one weight on this one. So you either need 2 weights or no weights. All right, we're gonna get going in 3, 2, 1. 10 each side for a total of 20. Sit back on that leg. That's 3. 4. 1/2. 2 more each side. And last one. Okay. Put your weights down. If you're not out of breath, you need to raise weights. If you're not using weights and you're not out of breath, you need to add weights. All right. Next, we have a squat. Just a standard squat. You can rack your weights on your shoulders if that's more comfortable, or hold them down by your sides. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Remember, you want to sit back on your heels. There should be no weight in your toes. Keep your back as straight as possible. We squat in 3, 2, and down. And up. Squeeze your butt at the top. 2. Don't let your knees go out over your toes. This is halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set your weights down. Shake your arms out if you need to. We have curtsy lunges next. Remember, if you're using one weight, just keep the weight in the arm of the isolated leg. And if you're using both weights, when you come down, you want the weights to wrap your isolated leg. All right. We are going to pick our weights up, and we are going to go. In 3, left leg first. 2, and back. Do not slam your knee on the ground. 2, 3, your back as straight as possible. 4, 2 more. And 10. Okay. Keep your weights in your hand. We're going to go straight to the next leg. Take a deep breath. And we step back in 3, 2, 1. To feel this on the outside of your leg, a little on the inside, but mainly on the outside, and then lift. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, weight down. Remember to bend your knees when you pick your weights up and when you put them down. Next we have sumo. A reminder, you can use one weight. You can hold it like this, or like a goblet squat, or you can use 2 weights. However, if your hands are wet and you can't get a good enough grip on that weight, do not hold it like that. Hold 2. You can hold both of them here or here, but no matter what, make sure you have a good grip. Legs wide, get in position, breath, and we go. 3, 2, squat. Squeeze your inner thighs and your butt all the way up. Halfway. And last one. Excellent. Drop your weight. Stand up. Water if you need it. All right. Our next move is that back lunge. We have 10 on each side. Again, if you're using one weight, you put the weight in the isolated leg hand. If you're using both weights, you're wrapping your isolated leg as you squat down, or lunge down, rather. And you're going to step back with our right leg first. And we go in 3, 2, and back. And up. Back. Make sure that your weight is in your heel. Your back leg should just be keeping you stable. Two more. And 10. Keep your weight in your hand. Go to that right leg. Stepping back with the left. In 3, 2, and back. Sure, your knees are not going out over your toes. And if you were doing your very best to get to 90 degrees on both legs. Last one. If you're not, weights down. I encourage you to either get a mirror in your face or record yourself. So you can see where you need room for improvement. Because we all need improvement. I mean, I'm doing these videos, and I am certainly not in the shape I want to be in, but I want relativity. And I want you to be able to relate to someone who is along the journey with you, and not just already there. So, I know the moves, I know proper form, but I have my own journey. And I know you do too. All right. Front ready, front lunges next. We'll start with that left foot forward. We go in 3, 2, and lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfway.
On a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song.
Last one. Keep your weight in your hand. Get that right leg knocked out next. Deep breath. We go in 3, 2, 1. Ensure that you have a leg that's stronger. Don't be discouraged. will build that muscle. I certainly have a leg that's stronger. 2 more. 9, last one, and 10. Drop your weight. And lunges. Again. All right, we have 2 moves, and we're done. Take it easy on you today. Don't take it easy on me. But if you push yourself, you'll feel it tomorrow, I promise. All right, deadlifts are next. Weights up. Quick reminder, feet narrow, legs slightly bent. You're gonna push your booty back using your butt and your hamstrings. Go down halfway down the calf, keep your back straight, and then lift up using all your power. Squeeze at the top, and then slowly back down. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down, back straight. Use your butt, up. Use that power. 2, but make sure you're not knocking yourself off balance. 3, and make sure you're not arching your back at the top. 5, halfway. And 6, 7, 9, last one, and 10. Keep your weights in your hand. We'll try something a little different with our calf raises. I want you to put your feet in like first, I think it's first or second position for ballet. Nonetheless, heels close together, toes pointed outwards, and we're gonna go into a calf raise like this. It's gonna work a different part of the calf muscle. You ready? Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Up, down. You should be able to feel it on the inner part of the calf more than either out. Eight, 9, and 10. All right, let's pull it down. Put your weights away. Bend your knees. Whew. Okay. I'd like for you to go down to one knee. Like this. And I want you to push this back leg forward, jutting your knee out. There we go. Just stretch that hip flexor out. And then I want you to come back and sit on your butt, stretching your hamstrings out. Coming back up on your knee. And I want you to get into 90 degrees, hand on the floor, and a little twist up. Give that back a little stretch. And you did hold weights in your arms for a long time, so you need to stretch the arms up just a little bit. Put your right hand down, bend forward, bring your left arm up. And twist on the other side, and back down. Now I'd like for you to switch legs. And go into a plank to do it, or stand up, whatever works best for you. And then I want you to push forward on that left leg. Almost like pushing yourself just to get that extra stretch. Back. I used to not be able to do these. I used to have so much knee pain. I couldn't sit like this. But with consistent workouts, I've been able to. Alright. That right hand on the ground. Raise up, twist. Deep breaths. Bring that down. Left hand on the ground. Right hand on. Back up to a runner's lunge. If you can put both hands on the ground, great. If you have the flexibility, which I usually don't, yeah, I down on one elbow, but not both. That extra inner thigh stretch. Alright. Go into the runner's lunge on your other leg. Do the same thing. Inner thigh stretch. Back onto your booty. Alright. Line forward. Nice and slow. Watch your back. Put your right leg over your left knee. Push it out. And then if you have the flexibility, pull your left leg up, wrap your hand around it. If you can't wrap your hand around your leg, that's fine, just do the best you can. But this pushes that leg a little further into a stretch, so you get it into your glute and into your quad or your T-band area, which is the muscle that runs along the side of your leg. When that gets tight, it's really hard to work out. So we're going to definitely get that stretched out. And then come back down. And then push your left leg out. A little more T-band. Bring your right leg over as far as you can. Don't hurt yourself. And do not pull your back out. And then come back up, push that right leg down, bring your left leg up, put it over top of your right leg, like we did the left. And then if you have the flexibility, bring your leg forward, get that extra stretch. You can use your elbow to kind of push your leg out to get a little more resistance. I don't know about you, but I have sweat rolling down my chest right now. So it wasn't an incredibly long-weighted workout, but because it was 10 moves in each block without rest, it was definitely a heart rate elevator. All right, bring your legs into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then kick to sit up. Come up to your feet. Roll up. Don't just stand up straight. All right, one big inhale. And exhale. And good job. Great workout.